I think the info industry is going to die in 2 years, and I just wanted to give you my 2 reasons why I believe so. And that's coming from somebody that's been in the space to 4 to 5 years now. I want to first give you some context. When I first started out, I didn't know what I was doing. But now looking back, I realized that a lot of the clients I was working with in the beginning, they really didn't know much more than the people that were paying them. In fact, I can confidently say it's not just one piece of information that just opens the floodgates that the students were needing. A lot of the time, these students know exactly what they need to do. They just aren't confident in the original idea that they just thought of. And so a lot of the times, these coaches would say the exact same thing the students were already thinking and then going to execute. And so clearly, the price point that they charge isn't for the knowledge. In my perspective, it's more about the actual accountability and getting them out there to go take action. But I don't think it's worth as much anymore, especially if you're a high-level entrepreneur. The second main reason, and this is my personal main thesis on why I wanted to make this video, is my biggest value prop, the way I look at info products, is that it shortens the time span for you to learn specifically what you need to know. There's two ways of, upskilling yourself. Is one easy way when you're first starting out and you don't have that much money is go onto YouTube. There's free videos out there that'll teach you 80%, maybe even 90% of what you need to know for free. And that's profitable for everybody because somebody that just starts off at zero, they're getting free information. And the person that's making that video is getting leads from that video. And the economics all work out until it doesn't, which is why I believe this is the case. A lot of people would pay for that info because they don't want to scour through thousands of YouTube videos just to find the one right video that they were specifically looking for that applies to them and isn't really wasting their time. Because I don't know if you watch a lot of YouTube, but there are a lot of people faking their information out there that don't really know what they're talking about. And so I much rather pay $10,000 so that I don't have to watch thousands of videos and waste my time. And so do a lot of people. That's why this economics works. But the main disruption now is that AI, and don't let me rage bait you by saying it's because of AI. It's not because of why you think it is. But now with AI, you could just send out agents out there to go scour through and find out the videos that are just time wasters and find you the exact piece of video that you need for your specific scenario that's going to get you from 90 to 100. And so now you having to waste thousands of hours and watch through thousands of videos and waste hundreds of hours is it's not that big of a problem anymore. And now coaching offers or just info products in general has lost one of its biggest crutches on why they charge the price that they do. And so I guess in a long-winded way of saying, I don't know where this heads to. I truly don't. But from my observations, this is what I've been seeing. A lot of the online coaches or course creators, they're moving back into not just done with you or even do it yourself, but now I see a lot more offers of them turning into done for you offers. For example, let's take sales coaching, for example. Previously, what they would used to do is just coach people, right? They would just coach you how to be better at sales. But now what I've seen is not only will they coach you for free, but then they're going to go place you in somebody else's offer and they're taking the money from them putting that placement of that closer into somebody's offer. And that's the main lever that they're using to make money, not charging a bunch of students like a few $1,000s to pay their monthly mortgage or whatever they're spending their money on. And so now there's an imbalance of the previous economical way of these coaching offers. And Maybe there's going to be a genius out there that solves it, but it's currently being disrupted. And so where it goes from here, honestly, it's beyond me. I personally don't care because I'm trying to phase out of these coaches and consultants. I've been in this space for 4 to 5 years, like I said. And in the beginning, the trajectory was like this, like maybe even like parabolic. But I truthfully can't say like it's that exciting anymore, like realistically. Previously, I genuinely believed every client that I worked with, and I still do to this day. I guess where I get discouraged is seeing other people that are like poisoning the industry. One, they frame their offer as like they're like this genius, which I personally, the ones at least I know personally and I see online that I don't work with, I couldn't confidently say that. And if the biggest crutch, like I said, like I tried to explain in this video, was that it's offering accountability to students that are relatively smart already, and they're just circumventing the time to get the good knowledge that they need, it's gone. Especially if these students were just self-motivated themselves and didn't need somebody to get up out of bed and go do it themselves. I just don't see enough value creation in just coaching offers. So maybe there's two ways now that I'm saying this out loud, is that either there's a lot more coaching offers that turn into done-for-you offers where they just create more value and stay at the price point, or they increase it but just over-deliver on the done-for-you model, or everybody just turns info into like a lead magnet for a done-for-you offer, or like, I don't know, reduce the prices. But I mean, how are you going to lease your SVJ Lambo with just selling 997 courses? So I don't know. It's going to be a tough one for you guys. But I wanted to explain where I'm going with my own business. With that being said, I think the info space is going to stick around, but I don't want to be a part of it. Where I'm going towards is I'm going to work with real businesses. I'm going to work with real startups out in San Francisco that need the same thing I was doing for coaches and consultants, but adapted to these startups. The biggest thing I see from my time being in San Francisco is that when these companies just get funded, the first people that they're always hiring out are the actual builders, the engineers. It's actually just only engineers actually. And so the problem with that is that they build so much good products, but they actually never have the distribution part. They never market themselves. There's countless of founders that I talk to where they're making such great trajectories, but nobody knows about it. And that's the arbitrage that I'm going to take advantage of, is how can we get what they're doing. Actually, I won't reveal too much, but I just want to give my quick thoughts on the info product space and let me know what you think.